Hold on to your vaginas, people, because the bitch is back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I just got done checking out M3GAN 2.0. This is a movie that I have been somewhat looking forward to. The first M3GAN was okay. I enjoyed that movie fine enough. It was entertaining enough, but I didn't love it as much as a lot of people did. I thought M3GAN was great, and I thought she brought a lot of sass. So now that was a surprising success, now we have M3GAN 2.0. This time around we have a rogue AI going on a murderous rampage. Now it's up to Gemma, the creator of M3GAN, and her niece Katie to team up with M3GAN to try to take this AI down. If you like the trailers for this movie, then you're going to come out really happy, because that's exactly what this movie is. It takes the Aliens and T2 route, where the first movie was a little bit more of the horror film, and this time around it's a full-blown action film. Gerard Johnstone is the director of the first two M3GAN movies, but he also comes on to this film as a full-time writer. And I think he embraced exactly what this movie was supposed to be. The first one was a little bit more the horror thriller, and this one is more of the action thriller, and it delivered on those aspects. If you ever wondered what a My Life as a Teenage Robot would look like in a live action form, I think this is exactly what you would get, because M3GAN in this movie has a little bit more sass to her. She's a little bit more feisty after the events of the first film, and that means we have Amy Donald coming back as the physical representation of M3GAN and Jenna Davis as the voice, and both of them work simultaneously. Again, I thought the moments that we have with M3GAN, Gemma, and Katie absolutely work, and that's the one thing that I kind of wanted this movie to do. Not only was embrace exactly what this movie is, because the trailers look like it was going to embrace the campiness and go full force and know exactly what it is. It doesn't try to do anything new or inventive. It's just there to really entertain you. And on some aspects, I thought it did that well. Also, I do feel like Allison Williams as Gemma was able to find her footing in this movie. I liked her in the first movie, but I don't think there was enough there for me to come out saying that she was great in that role. In M3GAN 2.0, she embraces herself, and not only does she have chemistry with Violet McGraw, who comes back as her niece Katie, but also the little witty banters that she has between M3GAN. I thought that is what makes this movie pop. It makes the characters a little bit more likable than they were in the first film. Honestly, what I thought the first film was kind of lacking a little bit for me was the relationship between Gemma and Katie, where in the first film, Katie is a little bit more of the niece with an attitude, and that just kind of grinded my gears after a little bit. She was a little bit of an asshole to Gemma, and I thought that was something that was holding the first film back. In this movie, you kind of get shades of that, but you kind of see exactly how they've grown in the past 2 years. And just seeing the interaction between all of them worked in this movie a lot more than they did in the first film. And since this movie is going for the full-blown action route, the action sequences are a lot of fun to see. You can definitely see that the budget was raised significantly from the first film, and they used that to the full effect. If there was one worry that I had going into this movie, it would be the action sequences. I wasn't sure how they were going to be able to be handled, but they were handled the best way possible, and a lot of the great animatronics look fantastic on screen. Amelia is our villain in this movie, and I thought she was menacing whenever she was on screen. She has her moments to shine also with M3GAN, and just the showdown between both of these two AIs, it was a lot of fun to see. So if you're wanting this movie to deliver the action, it delivers in spades. That's the biggest takeaway that I had with this movie. I really loved a lot of the action sequence and the humor in this movie. It is a thriller, comedy, action movie, and most of the jokes in this movie do hit. Some of them didn't really land for me, but overall, the jokes in here did land for me. I really enjoyed a lot of the humor. This is a very campy movie, so know exactly what you're going to be getting. If you like the trailers for this movie, then you're probably going to come out enjoying this movie a lot. And if you didn't enjoy the trailers, you might not enjoy the movie as much. But going into the things that didn't work for me, the movie is 2 hours long, and at times you can definitely start to feel the pace, because in the middle section it does start to wane you down a little bit, and the pacing starts to drag a little bit more. It does feel like it's dragging its feet at points, and that's when I wish it was ramping up a little bit more. But once it does start to get ramped up, that's when the action sequences start to fall in line. Also, I really wasn't a big fan of the overall villain, because even though you have Amelia as one of the villains, you also have another villain in this movie, and I really wasn't the biggest fan of that villain or that turn. It might be predictable for some. I should have saw it coming, but it really did throw me a little bit more for a surprise. And the way that it just turned out, it just didn't work for me. But I think there are minimal things in here that I didn't like that outweigh the things that I really did enjoy. This movie is just a shove popcorn in your face kind of movie. And if that's exactly what you want, then I think you're going to really enjoy M3GAN 2.0 because it knows exactly what it is. The direction in this movie is better than there was in the first film, and a lot of that has to do with the way that Gerard was able to write this movie and come up with different ideas, because you also do have some ideas in here about how not all AI is evil and some of it can be used for good if used the right way by the handler. So there are some commentaries on AI that I thought was handled pretty well, but overall it's an entertaining movie. Is this going to end up being one of my favorite films of the year? Absolutely not. But if you just want to shut off your brain and shove popcorn in your mouth, this is a fun movie to do that with. I thought it was entertaining. But those are my thoughts on M3GAN 2.0. Have you guys checked it out? Are you planning on checking this film out? Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll catch you guys for the next video.